Let's talk about why you're so exhausted. And I'd love to give you some energy tools to assist you in releasing that exhaustion. First of all, I'm Tamara Childs. If you don't know me, you might be seeing this on YouTube or elsewhere. I help highly sensitives reclaim their power and their energy using energy tools. Sometimes you get derailed when you don't know where your energy is really going and it's getting sapped from you, you're getting drained, and then your momentum stops with your own creative projects and your own forward momentum and what you want in your life. Um, Sometimes to the point that you don't recognize yourself. So let me ask you, are you tired? You can tell me. I heard you say it. A lot of people are really tired right now. There's exhaustion in the world, in the atmosphere. There's I don't know what to do with this kind of energy. So I want to talk about how our energy gets drained and some ways to look at this differently so that you don't get drained. So so firstly, sometimes I feel like I just have to say it, that you are an energy being. Um, your thoughts are magnetic. You are magnetic. You also can repel. You have all of these amazing abilities within you. And sometimes, because of the way we're brought up in school, we're taught that we are just like this disembodied, like this brain, and we're just this personality, and we're this role, and we're this identity. And actually, you're just not any of that at all. You are the observer of all those things, and you propel through what you're choosing to focus on, where your energy is going. So the first big sap, and I could almost say this is the biggest sap of our energy, and what exhausts us the most is judgment. Judgment of yourself or judgment of others. And judgment is, okay, this is not usually said, but we judge what we feel responsible for. So just take a look at that, and I'll let the gears roll, and you can consider where that is happening in your life. So just when you think of yourself as an energy being, there is the wave of possibility, and there is the particle, which is what you've decided. So judgment is a very, you can just look around the world and you can look at your life and you can see where you've judged yourself. You've made decisions, you have created particles or, particular things in your life that have become real for you. And then it sort of builds this like little cage around you and you're like, okay, this is it. This is it. This is all there is for me. And so when you put energy into judging yourself into these like cubicles of reality. This is what I am. This is what I've done. This is all there is. This is what the world is. And when you combine that with you as an intuitive being picking up judgments from others in the world, you feel a great deal of heaviness and it saps your energy. I'm trying to think of a good analogy for this. I can't quite get it, but it's that the things we've created can sometimes just be judgments. We start to judge ourselves according to those creations or those identities, if you want, or experiences, memories. And that takes a lot of wattage. It takes a lot of your wattage. It takes your energy away. It's also not very fun, you'll notice. And so when you're feeling responsible for the state of the world, for what other people are messing up, oh my God, those people, they're so dumb. Oh my God, they're just messing it up. Oh my God, all your energy is going into, it's getting siphoned into whatever that structure is that you're giving the energy to. It's a judgment, like it's like a structure of some kind. And so just remembering that you are not responsible for what other people are choosing all the time. You're just responsible for what you're choosing. So you can pull that energy back from the judgments, wherever they are, all the structures, all the things. And so that's usable energy that you get to use to create your inspired life, which you as a being have an intention for. And I know you do because I see you and I see it. So that is like the number one thing. Judgment is the number one thing. Another cause for exhaustion is trying to make yourself do things you don't want to do. You as a being don't want to do. And you'll notice, like, if you set up commitments, if you're doing a job you don't want to do, you might not have a lot of energy left because there's so much resistance to whatever that thing is you've set in motion. And you're like, I've got to do this thing. I've got to be this person. I've got to maintain this structure. And I don't want it. And one of the reasons you don't want it anymore is because you've grown beyond it. And what does that even mean? The third reason that we feel exhausted is that you're trying to funnel your life through an old identity, and that's why you don't want the things anymore. And so many people are in transition right now because they're growing, growing, growing. You're growing as a being. The world is changing before our eyes. New thought forms are appearing. There's stuff you don't want to choose, and there's stuff that you want to create that is unique to you and your particular vision. And so again, just going back over what we've already said, if you're giving energy to old judgments, old structures, things that you think are wrong in the world, and you think you've got to change other people's minds about it, that's really an energy suck and it's really hard. You can put that energy into your own vision and generate that for yourself as a being. So that goes out into the world and it creates its own excitement and its own energy and its own structures. And so, probably, if you're listening to this and sort of identifying, oh, yeah, I see a little bit of that in myself. I feel like I got penned down here, got a little anchored, my cape got caught in the grate. You are probably recognizing, oh, okay, I get, I've changed, and that's why I'm not excited by the old form. And I know this drags my energy down. I keep making myself do it due to an old judgment of myself as having to do that. When you start something, you finish it. You clean your plate, all these things. And so you start to unplug from those judgments, your energy rises and you're free. And you begin to recognize that freedom, that the freedom is that where you're focusing your energy. If you would like some assistance with the transition that you're in, I have a limited number of pre-recorded readings about where you are in your life and where you're about to go. I'll leave those details inside the information box for YouTube. You can also message me if you would like to have a complimentary conversation with me about where you are in your life and going into a deeper dive of transformation to inhabit your life in a different way that feels a lot lighter to you, that feels like this is what I really want to put my energy into. And if you need a little bit of help in collapsing the attachment to these judgments and these old identities, that's the core of the work that I do. It's energetics. And it's not enough to change a mindset. You have to apply energetics because that's why is that? It's because it's you. You are energy. And so when you change that, it's like you're not really a collection of thought forms. You're not. I mean, so you can do mindset work, but it's almost like still being in school. What you really want to do is go to the core of you and shift that around and release the stuff that doesn't belong to you, and then you're free to go. So I invite you to connect with me if this is appealing to you, and I would love to hear how you're freeing up your energy.